12 powerful quotes by Priyanka Chopra that will change your life. Number 1. When you're young, you feel like one failure is the end of your life, or one breakup, or one friendship, or one fight. You feel like you can never come back from that. You beat yourself up when something goes wrong, or when you didn't get an opportunity. Life is all hills and valleys. It's never going to be a smooth road. You'll have up, you'll have down, but when it's down, you'll go up. So when you're up, be prepared for down, and it's okay. Surround yourself by people that prop you up. Surround yourself by people who genuinely happy for you. The one that pick up your phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning. The one when someone is sick in your family that will sit with you for hours overnight. Those are the ones you collect. Those are the ones you remember and keep for the rest of your life. Number 2. Life throws stuff at you, and there are times when everything feels like you're never going to be able to get out of it, like it's a quicksand. Every day you're being pulled down, or every moment you can't even see a sliver of hope. And we have all been through phases of our lives where that has happened. When people think that they're alone, the noise and the fear becomes really big. When you're alone and you're dealing with what you're scared of, you can't fight it because it's in your head, and you can't fight what's in your head. But when you talk about it to someone you trust, whether it's your family member, whether it's your loved ones, somehow the power goes away from it. Life is so much easier when you're not sitting in the shit and carrying the baggage along with you. You'll become so heavy. You're never going to be able to get rise above the water. You have to let it go to keep your head above the water. Number 3. The world, when you fail, will kick you even more, because that's the nature of the human beings. At that time, when you're at the bottom, when you're alone, isolated, and you're kicking, can you find your value at that time? Even when you're down at the bottom, you have to pick yourself up. Even if it hurts, stand up, because God has given us this amazing thing called life, and it's not to be wasted, it's not to be taken for granted, and it's not to live in sorrow and wallow in self-pity. Number 4. There's a lot of noise around us, and people that tell us to be a certain way. There's so much that has been told to a woman to be a good girl. You have to be a certain way. Good girls don't make history. Bold girls make history. Bold people make history. So if you want to be a lead actor of your movie, which is your life, you have got to take choices that might be contrary to what you have heard. And that empowerment may or may not come from your parents, may or may not come from your family or your boyfriend or whoever you're around. It comes from you, and that no one can do. Number 5. You can sit in the shit and you start smelling of it, and then you don't even know you're smelling of it because you have got so used to it. Then you just become dark and negative, and then you'll never move forward. You have to shut off the noise. There are many people that will want to pull you down, but don't focus on that. Focus on one person that believes in you. Focus on the light, little sliver of light that you might see, a little bit of inspiration you might see, and that's the hardest thing to do, because you're bogged down by baggage. You're bogged down by shackles of people holding you down. So you have to really push forward, and that's just individual. Do you have that inside of you to fight that fight for yourself, or are you gonna wait for somebody else to do it? That's an individual's choice. Number 6. Keep the people around you that are your champions. Do not hang around with poisonous people. Do not keep people around you that are toxic, that messes with your brain. Keep people around you that are genuinely happy for you, whether it's 2 people, your rich person. Number 7. My mom always says that when a woman is financially independent, she has the ability to live life on her own terms. That was the best advice I ever got. No matter where you go in life or who you get married to, you have to be financially independent. Number 8. No one is perfect. None of us. We all have bad days. We are all gonna feel like shit sometimes. That's fine. We have this crazy standard, especially with the internet, where everything has to be perfect all the time. We have to look perfect. We have to behave perfect. Everyone screws up, and that's alright. Laugh through it. Don't take yourself too seriously, and make sure that you don't live for someone else's validation. It's your validation that you need. Number 9. You always have to take a step up up in the ladder to be able to get to the top. You can't get to the top by flying up. Human beings don't fly. So if you want to buy a car, you have to figure out how much it's for. So you have to work backwards from your goal. If my goal is one thing, I'll work backwards and what is the first step in the goal? I'll take that and then the next step in the goal, and slowly you'll buy your car. Number 10. There is no do or die in this world. Nothing is important enough for you to take so much pressure that it defines your life. You have to be like water, learn to be like water, adaptable, fit into any vessel, have sense of calm, have a sense of patience. But ambition is extremely important. Have an ambition, have the guts to find your glory. It's extremely important to have guts, to have conviction, to be able to say, this is what I want and I want to achieve it. Number 11. I don't think confidence is something that you're born with. It's a skill set. Confidence is the key to getting ahead in life. Confidence is your best accessory. The only thing you need to your will is your confidence. If you believe in yourself, the world will believe in you because perception is reality. Number 12. Women should be financially independent. It doesn't matter who your father is. Doesn't matter who your husband is going to be. Doesn't matter who your brother is. Doesn't matter who the man in your life is. You need to be responsible for your finances and be financially independent. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for the notifications.